Hey everybody, welcome back to FableForge. It is Friday night, Odyssey of the Dragonlords, episode 42 live right here. So, we have a very exciting situation coming off of last week, but before we jump into the trailer, before we jump into the session, we have an even more exciting announcement from our very own Josh.
So, Ina, Julia, went into labor, and we're happy to announce that we have the birth of our son Hugo, 8 pounds 7 ounces, baby boy, and that's currently why she's out at the moment. She'll be out for a few weeks, and we look forward to seeing her, and everything's good as can be. Thank you all.
Which is amazing. Congratulations, buddy. And I told Josh before we came on that because Hugo was approximately 8 pounds, he has a +8 to any one roll at any time. This session only, so use it or lose it.
Yep.
So we're going to jump in with that very tense moment. Very excited. Let's do the trailer. We'll come back in and we'll play some D&D. And see y'all in a minute.
Or whatever Renatus backwards is.
What is Renatus backwards? That would be
Suttoner.
Suttoner.
Sutaner.
All right, so
I love it.
7 days ago, a little under 24 times 7. How many hours that is? Because it was at the end of the session. We stopped here in the Forbidden Library, the pinnacle of power for the Order of Sidon, here on the Isle of Yonder. The reason your party came here was to seek a missing piece of the legendary navigational device, the Antikythera, upon the advice of Valis and some others along the way. After a treacherous, sneaky passage through the island in the cover of darkness, you climbed up the mountain range surrounding the heart of the ancient Gygan Empire through the Path of the Titan, where you engaged in unexpected combat with a very mysterious, massive, lightning-streaking, bird-type creature, who then, unfortunately, flew away with Ina. Licking your wounds a bit, took a little bit of a recovery, delved down from the other side of the mountain range into the ancient ruined city, scorched by ancient dragonfire, Gygan skeletons laying all over the place amid the massive structures that have long been left to decompose. Sneaking around the central hill, rising 200 feet above the ruined city around it, the recently rebuilt Forbidden Library complex stood lonely and brightly lit as you dodged the patrols of Order of Sidon centurions and acolytes belonging to the Order of Sidon. You eventually decided to sneak your way into the Forbidden Library in search of this device, hoping not to cause a stir and get out without causing any unintentional uproar. This plan worked. You did, in fact, disguise and talk your way through the front gates of the Forbidden Library. However, you quickly split up to maintain the ruse based on some things the gate guard said, with Renatus clad in Order of Sidon armor disappearing off into a large building to the east, while the rest of you, Lycus on top of Cyanus' shoulders, and Euron, cloaked up like the acolytes you've seen roaming throughout the darkness in the city, headed north towards the library itself. When we left off, Euron, Cyanus, and Lycus were headed north towards the library. They were climbing up the stairs. Meanwhile, Renatus had infiltrated the building to the right. You saw a massive hall with beautiful murals, a calling to the end of the Oath of Peace, with a massive picture painted upon the ceiling, a fresco of hundreds of warships headed towards a city that looked remarkably like Mitros. You found a dining room table, explored a hallway, and you were about to creep back out, getting a bad feeling, when you heard the sound of footsteps coming behind you in the hall. At this point, as you were opening the door to walk away from these footsteps, you were greeted by the voice of Commander Gaius. Welcome to my home. As you glance over your shoulder, recognizing the voice from the Great Games, you see he is clad in his ceremonial bronze armor. He is not wielding a shield at this point, but he does have his telltale spear in his right hand. It is not pointed at you, but held towards you in a ready position. He says, "Brave of you to sneak in here alone. To what do I owe this pleasure?"
Well, I am searching for that lost piece of the Antikythera, and you just so happen to be the first stop.
So you seek to sail the Forgotten Sea, and you attempt to steal it from under my nose?
I mean, do you have it on you?
I mistook you. I believed you to be more intelligent than those you travel with. It appears I was wrong. Please, come without a fuss. My soldiers are far too busy to clean the floors again.
Where are you taking me now?
Somewhere you will be cared for.
Oh, I bet. So, what you're saying was the Antikythera is not here.
It's time to walk. He starts to move towards you.
I want to keep...
Not quickly, not slowly. Normal pace, stepping towards you confidently.
Alright, well, as he steps, I'm gonna step. Stay one... We can walk out.
You don't have to worry about the map at this moment. We'll keep a general idea of where it is, but that would just be too cumbersome.
Okay.
So you begin to back out of the door, and he is keeping pace with you. And I'm
Okay.
assuming you're walking backward.
Yes.
Keeping an eye on him? Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on him. I'm gonna walk, walk on, like, feel the door, go out the door. I kind of know where I came in from, so I don't think I'll trip over anything. There's nothing in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna walk, eye on him to the next door.
Okay, so you
Open
continue
that.
walking out the hallway. Continue walking towards the hallway. As he is walking, he continues to speak to you. If you came here by yourself, what errand are your foolish friends on? What bone do the dogs have you all scrounging up now?
I told you. Well, I'm here at this island looking for this piece, and I figured you were the one to take it. You'd be the only one who could take it and get out of there, away from Mitros.
Another few steps as you exchange. I heard the explosion. I believed that Sidon was simply sending us another portent. And perhaps that portent is your arrival.
Explosion. That was and wasn't us at the same time.
Us? At this point, you back into the door that you were going to lead out, and he raises the spear slightly, tip pointed in your direction. The other hand reaching out to the side. Not that way, friend. And he motions the spear towards his left, which is another door to the south of the hallway.
So, am I like in between right now, both doors?
Your back is up against the door leading out of the hallway just before his bedchambers. You're not out in the main entrance hall yet. Your back is against the door to the main entrance hall.
Right. I prefer outside, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I must insist.
Now I'm gonna go outside anyway.
Okay, so you see his muscles tense a bit as you slowly start to push the door with your back now going into the main entrance hall. Glancing up barely, you can see the massive murals on the ceiling overhead. You walk through, backing up towards the columns. He follows along behind you. Trust me. I do not know what the gods have told you, but you do not want to make this mistake. As you continue walking towards the columns, do you stop? Do you keep going?
I'll stop for now. So I'm in the main entrance hall, and I'm guessing he's at the door.
He's maintained about 10 feet away from you. He is in the doorway.
So how far am I away from the door between him and the door?
So the doorway he is in, he's about 10 feet from you. You're more in the middle of the room. And the door to outside is about 10 feet behind you.
Oh my god. Lead on.
As I said, this way. And he steps out of the doorway and motions his spear tip towards the door you just came out, back into the hallway you just exited.
Okay.
You walk through?
Yeah.
As you walk past him, he's keeping a steady pose, as though a spring about to be sprung, watching for any flurry of movement or sign of danger. You can tell he's been in many battles, and he's prepared for anything. As you walk past him, you smell the heavy scent of aromatic oils and burning incense. Continuing on past him, he motions with the spear tip silently towards the door to your right, a set of double doors, which you have not yet explored.
Mm-hmm.
You go through the doors?
Yeah.
You start to push on the door, and he follows through, except he gets closer behind you now. As you're walking through, the spear tip is basically coming just behind your shoulder. As you turn to the left, you see two centurions against the back wall in a really narrow, relatively long hallway. A couple of candles are lit on the walls here. And as the sound of the door, they snap to attention and look to the right. Short swords out, shields up ready, and they see the spear and the visage of Gaius walking behind you, and they go to a different form of attention, one of respect, slightly bowing one knee and putting their hand over their chest. Put this one with our other guests. He got lost and found his way inside. Treat him with the utmost hospitality. I must go see if we have any other unexpected friends at this dark hour. The guard comes up, grabs you by the shoulders, takes your bag off, takes the armor off of you, and with a look of disgust on his face, clamps you by the shoulders and walks you down the hallway. On the opposite side of the hallway from where you entered, there's 3 evenly spaced doors. They're tall and bronze, and you see a small window with bars on each of them. It walks you all the way down to the third door, opens it up, and you are treated to 20 by 20 foot empty cell with marble floors. And as the bronze door swings shut behind you, you hear a heavy thunk as a bar lock closes on the other side. The Centurion walks away from the door. You hear the mutterings of words outside in the hallway between Gaius and the Centurions, and then you hear the heavy wooden doors close shut, and then silence. So, let's jump back up to our other party members. Euron, Cyanus, Lycus, 2 satyrs tall, and 1 Medusa standing 2 acolyte cloaks. You have risen up the steps to the Great Library. Remember, there is a central enclosed area, and on either side there's these massive, tall bookshelves with hundreds, if not thousands, of books and parchments and scrolls, many looking new, even more looking absolutely ancient, although relatively well kept. You have noticed in the past 2 Geigans walking in sort of a reverential patrol around this central building here within the greater library, and several acolytes kind of musing amongst the books and scrolls, performing whatever duties they have. When we left you, you had climbed up the stairs and you were headed off to the right, just because apparently y'all have a rule, always stay to the right. And that's where we're going to pick up with you.
There were less acolytes that way. That's why I said it.
There was.
There were
And
2 on the left.
Geigen was going that way. So it's like, let's not walk with him. Let's walk the other way.
Very much so. So
The rule of right is not invoked in this place, sir.
fair enough.
It just happened to be appropriate.
This is what we already know, that you are disguised. Okay, so we know what your appearance is like, and we established last session that without close inspection, your disguises hold up. Okay, so what I need from you all, each of you roll for fun. We'll average it out. I need a performance check since you're trying to act like you're fitting in.
Do I get anything because we're doing a mirror image or a minor illusion to my face to me human?
That would be for the disguise itself. This
That's
is
what I was
more.
making sure. Okay.
Yeah, this is more about the movements and your composure.
Okay. So you said it was a performance?
Mm-hmm.
Please make
I
up
am
for it.
terrible at performance.
I
No.
I did it adequate as a pair of legs.
You know, you were the best pair of legs this side of Dylea.
All right, so you're on. What'd you roll?
13.
Lycus?
18.
Cyanus?
11.
Okay. Just for the record, apparently Geigans have a -1 to their insight check, which means this Geigan rolled a total of 0.
Oh my god.
However, there are acolytes who are pretty familiar with each other, and they rolled separately, so we'll see what happens.
I will move the mic back. Sorry, Josh.
You're fine, you're fine.
All right, so without resorting to the minutia of a map here, you know the layout. What is your intent?
We're trying to find the navigational piece, so I was wondering if maybe the Great Library happened to also be like part museum, you know, because it's usually library, there's pieces and parts, technology. So I was curious if there's some place where we can go, if the Great Library has an inner sanctum or something like that. Let's head for those areas and try to see if we can't find this navigational piece. It might be in the navigation section of the library. I don't know. But that's kind of what, just kind of peruse around and we go, there's doors there. Let's go, you know, unless it looks completely off limits, no entry, then I really want to go in there.
Okay. All right, so.
And what are they guarding? Like, that's the thing too. Like, yeah, I see you have Geigans circling ritually. What are they circling ritually? You know, like, if there's a centerpiece there, I want to know what's on the other side of it. Because that's suspicious as hell.
Okay.
To buy time, Euron wants to kind of like walk up to the pick like just a random spot in the bookcase, and like lean up close to like pull out a book to try and hide her face for a little bit.
And if anyone comes to get you, just burp and fart. Don't go away. It works every time.
Thanks.
Okay. So, covering the scene kind of in general here. As you're moving about, Euron goes off to the side, puts your nose in a bookshelf, opens up a book. It seems to be a book on ancient songs of the Gaigan Empire. It's written in a combination of giant and common. You can make out some of it. Doesn't seem to apply to anything, but it's kind of interesting, and it keeps up the ruse. Lycus and Cyanus, you continue on, Cyanus getting kind of pulled and nudged one way or another by Lycus. The acolytes that periodically move around, they seem to be very, very absorbed in their studies. Maybe it's because they just woke up, or they've been up very long. They don't seem to notice your passing or your presence with any particular attention. Likewise, the Gaigans are ignoring you, but that is more so in that their eyes are ever scanning outward for danger, more than anything else. Moving along the bookshelves to the right and coming around the rear, I will move your tokens just so you can see on the map. Coming around the rear, you notice in this back hallway that central structure has double doors leading into it from the rear. And then there are 2 rooms on either side of the back wall, to your right and to your left, and there's more bookshelves along the rear wall here. You're off to the side by the bookshelves right now. So we basically have Lycus seeing this and kind of nodding to Cyanus. Lycus and Cyanus. What room would you like to check first?
What's behind us? I see a little stair.
It's
Is that a bookshelf?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the oh shit, the Gaigan's coming position. No, so the door right in front of us where you have us, I'd be like, I'm assuming I'm too tall for the key lock. I'd be like, hey, put your ear to the door, see if you hear anything in there. Like, I'm talking to him like,
and then
open the robe,
and then you're just gonna try like leaning against the door.
Yeah, no, yeah, sure. You know, my bottoms extend forward. Yeah, see if you can, because I don't want to open the door if someone's in there. Like, yes. Just see if there's anyone in there.
Yeah.
Or do we hear a commotion in there? I mean, if there's generally hustle and bustle in there, that should be easily hearable. But I would like to try and take a attempt to understand what's happening. Unless there's a sign that says "Warning: Inner Symptom, Devil Worshipping in Progress."
Fair enough. There are no signs.
No one ever believes in signs.
The doors are finely crafted. They are a thick wooden door with beautiful bronze inlays. Cyanus. Go ahead and give me a perception check. However, you are aware that because of the thickness of this cloak, if there's really quiet sounds, you're less likely to hear them, and everything might be kind of muffled.
Hi. Fuck. 11.
11. You hear the sound of light tapping in stone on stone, and almost like glass is getting clinked together a bit.
Mm. Okay.
You're trying to mix stuff in there.
Oh, it's the potions laboratory. Okay. Hey, let's grab a book real quick, and then we'll check the back door. So I want to turn around as wildly as possible, because it would look more like this. This wide.
Big old U-turn.
I'm grabbing a random book, and then I'm gonna like thrust him to this direction, and we're gonna check this door. Go that way.
As you're making this movement, you become acutely aware that these relatively nonchalant or non-attention having Gaigans, there's 2 of them there keeping equidistant rotation around. So you grab a book and you go to slam towards the door, but you jerk back at the last second to make him stand still as the Gaigan walks past. And then, wham, you kind of slam him into the door a bit. So
Euron's just busy, like, at attention, sort of like half lookout, half like, oh, this book on insert topic here. I'm tempted to pick a Dewey Decibel number and just be like, see what comes up.
It's the book on generalities. Okay.
This book, you don't speak or read Gaigan, do you?
God, no.
I'm sorry, giant. It would be giant.
Giant?
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't think I do.
Well, this was to your own.
Pretty sure I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The only other language I speak is Sylvan.
Okay. Well, again, this is a mix of giant and common. However, this one has images of dragons, and they describe what appears to be the dragons that the original Dragonlords fought in the First War along with. There are more then 5 as you get deeper and deeper into the book. There seem to have been more later on, but the 5 you can tell because of how much detail and how often they are repeatedly referenced in the beginning pages of the book.
Are there names attached to these dragons?
There are.
Let me get a pen. What are their names? For Balmetria's brood, what are their names?
Give me 1 second, I'll pull that up for you. Meanwhile, Linus, I will allow you to either make a new perception roll or stick with what you got.
I feel like I can roll better than that, especially with my +7.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, look at that, 24. Much better.
You lean in tightly, press the cloak against the wood, and all you hear within here are muffled sounds of heavy breathing, light snoring, something like that.
I think this is their, like, bedroom, I think.
Oh, you think this is like a barracks?
I mean, I just hear snores.
And most likely it's a barracks. Alright, go to the other one.
Where is... Here we go. I was trying to find the information that Euron requested.
Thank you.
Yep, no worries. So, are you going to stick with that perception check or roll another one?
I'm gonna stick with that one.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for it and try getting a 20.
Alright, here, pressing your head up against this final door, you hear the sounds of soft murmuring, talking in a low tone, but it's between the cloak and the volume, you can't make out the words. The voice itself, the accents, the inflections, seem faintly familiar to you. In addition, you hear this very odd, it's almost like a clicking sound coming from within.
Can I make out any words that I can possibly understand?
The sounds are too muffled. You kind of like that.
There's something clicking in there.
The fuck does that mean? What do you mean something's clicking?
I don't know. It's just there's something in there and it sounds clicky.
Oh my god, Cyber sucks. Let's go find Euron.
Alright.
So you all travel back to where Euron is fully engrossed in the book. I'm still trying to navigate my notes here to find your information, Euron. FYI.
Sorry, I just realized I was muted. If it's distracting for right now, just
You're good.
put a pin in it, come back to it later.
You're good. I'm multitasking pretty good. So you all, Cyanus and Lycus meets back up with Euron next to the bookshelves. Geigen, heavy-footed, walks past you.
Do we move, or do we keep going? Like, what's going on?
Hold it here. Euron. Euron.
Sorry?
Can I call you something other than Euron? Because I think people are going to look for that name.
Lita.
It's terrible.
It's my wife's name.
Okay, beautiful name. Best name in the world. Absolutely the best. Lita. Alright, we've got a potions classroom or something, apothecary in the middle. It sounds like a barracks room, sounds of snoring or something on the top right, top left. Cyanus says, Horny says there's something about,
Why are you saying horny and pointing towards your crotch?
Yeah, because it makes sense in both inflections. The top left, the top left had someone's talking in there. I don't know. Did you find anything?
Found a book on dragons.
The fucking library. I'm sure there's tons of books on dragons.
About the old ones. I'm just taking some
that's
names for
nifty.
note.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Although I don't speak giant, and about half the books in giant.
What stupid people speak giant?
The Geigens, you motherfucker. The
They're
ones
all
who
dead.
killed
They can't even talk right. They don't even speak giant. Why? They speak English.
Please let a Geigen be walking by.
They all should have been wiped out years ago. Anyway,
My God. Oh my God.
Oh. All right, calm down, Pol Pot. Fuck.
hey, do you want to bust into one of the rooms and cast sleep and pray we don't die, or are we going to get the hell out of here? This is a really bad place. Let's go find Renatus. I don't know what to do.
I was gonna say, you said there were barracks, but
Oh, you want to go to the barracks?
He was trying to go to the barracks.
Well, I don't know if that's soldier barracks. That could be the alkali barracks over here. There's the library. We'll go
I
check.
suppose.
We'll go check.
Right. Be careful.
Hey, look around. Other than just dragon books, we're trying to find the piece.
All right. Fuck. Are there display cases anywhere in this that I've seen in the library,
Nothing displaying items.
or like a
anything of the
book,
sort.
or like a like those pedestal sort of things that have like a book open to a very beautifully illustrated page.
Not out here in the hallways, no.
Goddamn. All right. I'm gonna pick a random section and look for if there's anything that looks. Actually, the oldest section. I want to go to somewhere that looks like it's the oldest section of the books, and pick something at random.
They're kind of back and forth. And I don't know if I think I lost I think what happened was when we moved to cloud hosting, this is a different Foundry. So they're in a desktop Foundry, so I will get you those names.
Thank you.
Just don't let me forget. Okay. So,
I'll bug you on break.
yes. So, are you looking for anything in particular, or just picking up a random book?
I would like to see if I presume Giant isn't like like Cyrillic, that it's in a different script, is it? You decide that.
Giant is runic.
Runic.
We get from
Fun.
G.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna pick another random book, something old. I was hoping that if there's something that looks like like a name that I would recognize.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
All right.
See what you come up with.
And this is the last thing I'm gonna dig for.
Sure.
Renatus be on my side. Nope, that's a 5.
Okay.
Renatus took all the brains. Yeah, 5.
This book is written in common. Glancing through it quickly, and I'll leave it up to you as a player or players if you want this information now or later, but this book is a secondhand account of the birth of the Titans.
Tell me later. This is time sensitive, but yeah, I will skim read and very quickly and because I don't think I can pocket a book. Actually,
You're wearing a cloak.
Is anyone looking?
Roll a d20.
It's like you're an alkaline. Just stick it in your robe.
9.
No. Nobody's looking.
All right, I'm gonna shove it in my cloak, try and find a spot to tuck it.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check.
There.
Thank you, 18.
Okay. You tuck it away and secure it between one of the leather straps and your armor on the side. Seems stable. You glance real quick. Doesn't look to be bulging out. Feel pretty good about it.
All right. Clicking, you said?
You think it might be mechanical?
What do you mean, like the ox thingy, the cow thingy that they ride?
I'd like to go up and try and listen at the door as well, just to see if I recognize the sound.
Okay.
We'll pull when the guy again comes around.
You got it. Give me a perception check, you're on.
Nope, that's a 6.
You are the worst perception checker ever.
You
Was it
don't.
just-
You hear murmuring. You don't hear any clicking at all.
No clicking.
I'm telling you, I know what I heard.
All right.
All right, what do you want to do? You want to kick in the door and ask if they want some food or drink? It's actually a good idea. You're on. See who's in there. Ask them if they would like food and drink.
Oh God. Okay, I will.
Do you want any food or drink?
All right.
I'm gonna minor illusion her face, and then I'm gonna turn and face the bookshelf. I'll be like,
Okay, we'll say, because your characters aren't stupid, you're going to do this just as the guy again is passing.
well, yeah,
starts
we're
to
not
go
doing
out
this
of sight.
piece.
Goes out of sight around the far corner.
Mhm.
But you know that soon the other one's going to be coming back around the near corner. Just setting this up.
Yeah.
You have a few seconds here.
Yeah, I'll open the door and stick my head in.
Okay. You see within a lavish bedroom set in the quarters, they seem to be a stark contrast to the relatively austere and bare furnishings throughout the rest of the library you've seen. This room within has silk curtains, ornate rugs, and chairs and tables carved from a fine golden wood. You see, next to a large 4-post bed, a gilded chest on the floor. A bronze bowl stands atop a pillar of stone in the very center of this room. Sitting in more of a footstool next to this 4-post bed, you see the relatively bluish skin, shiny black hair, black curled horns, and tattooed face of Chondrus, the servant of Lutheria, who you last saw in the palace at Mitros.
My face looks human, right? My face looks human, right?
Yep.
Thank God.
Across the room, you see this strange-looking creature. He almost looks to be a human-sized bug with 4 arms, with claw-like hands. He has a gray, sharp carapace with a wide angled head, 2 large mandibles clicking and gnashing within his jaw, and golden almond-shaped eyes, much larger than they should be. His belly and torso have a scaly purplish appearance to them. He's leaned against the wall rather relaxedly, and as you
Chondrus or the creature?
the creature,
Okay.
as you open the door, the clicking stops suddenly, and it turns to you, his body assuming a ready stance, not certain what to do. Then you hear the clicking rapidly increase.
I will bow quickly. Just be like, apologies for the interruption. I'll cast my eyes between both of them, respectful. I had come to ask if there was anything you require.
No, I need nothing at this hour.
That was Chondrus? Or
It
the
was.
buck?
It was Chondrus.
The Chondrus. As you say, sir.
Be gone.
Yes. My face will just be... I'll close the door and peaceful, and I'll just go, no.
I switch back to the illusions. I Aria that shit. All right, let's go check the barracks to the right. And then I think we gotta get the fuck out of here. I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything here. I don't want to fight Geigens. And then you tell me what was in there later.
Big bug thing. Big bug thing.
Big bug thing. Okay.
And Chondrus from Mitros. I'm being quiet.
You're walking rapidly along this rear hall. And as you're doing so, you hear the sound of metal on the marble floor, which you're not familiar with.
Okay, definitely going into this room. Like, let's go.
You hear this, and then it stops suddenly just down the left hallway, and you hear the sound of a thick, heavy Geigen tongue speaking with a male human voice. Not hard to make out in your hurry across the hallway what they're making out. What they're talking about. You throwing open the door real quick, jerking Cyanus' head towards the door, then you slam the end open relatively loud. You enter a relatively slightly long room containing 6 bunk beds. These quarters are relatively tidy and austere, and there's 2 sleeping acolytes here in this, which is apparently sleeping quarters for the denizens of the library.
I hop into bed.
It's a random fucker's bed.
Like, I pick a bed, I hop in, like, turn in, like, nestle with blanket over.
Shit. Is there anyone that seems to be awake in here? Or is it just the sleeping people?
There's 2 people that are sleeping. You were loud enough to be concerned that you might wake them up, but they don't seem to have woken up. They're lying still. Their breathing doesn't seem to have changed. It's dark in here.
Hey, you want to loot the room?
And then I just like...
Is it pitch black, or is it just, you said a candle? You said a candle?
No, it's dark in here. Completely dark.
It's dark in here.
Mm-hmm. As you opened the door, some light from the hallway shone in, so you saw this, and then you closed the door, and virtually pitch black. Especially as your eyes are adjusting, except for Euron, of course.
Fuck.
Euron, what do you see?
What did I see when I went in?
I'm assuming everything he just told
Yeah,
me.
what I told you.
There's 4 empty beds, 2 people asleep. Get in. Get onto fucking blankets.
Well, why are we getting under fucking blankets? We're just... No, we're good. Just Geigens walking around.
They were talking to somebody.
Well, yeah, there's fucking library full of people. Of course they're talking to people. They talk to us.
I'm still staying under the fucking blankets until, like, my nerve... Because she's on edge.
Okay, well, we don't know anything is wrong, so I'd be like, Cyanus, let's go shopping.
Hey,
Because I'm like it.
Does it look like there's like a dresser in here?
Ooh.
Did I see a dresser?
Or what you would approximate as a dresser?
There are a couple of small foot chests next to each bunk, and near the door there is a table with an open book and a quill pen and an unlit candle.
I will kind of lean out and go, chests over here. I'll kind of guide them with like a stucco, one arm sticking out, like imagine somebody burritoed and not wanting to actually leave the blankets. That's just like one arm just out from the blankets.
We're thieves to the core, man. We're fucking we're satyrs, man. This is what it is. Look for the good stuff, And then I'm just gonna watch the door.
Any of the footlockers, I'm gonna try finding a room for myself so I can get him off me.
Oh yeah, no, I'll stand on the chair. I'll stand on the chair to make it look like I'm sitting at the chair, at the desk, and the robe will just be over me and the chair.
Okay.
It'd be perfect.
All right. Well, if you're gonna attempt to loot in this quiet room where the acolytes are sleeping, I need a stealth check and an investigation check.
Absolutely. Go for it, bud.
Whoever's doing the looting.
All right, stealth check.
What'd you roll?
That's 12.
Okay. Investigation check.
Okay. And 16.
Okay. The majority of these chests contain nothing more than personal effects, journals. These acolytes are surprisingly catty, almost like a fraternity, sorority, where they have notes about each other and how
bitchy.
they're not
They have a burn book?
they're not penitent enough. One person comparing the other person. The other person's always wearing really tight-fitting robes. The other one keeps disappearing with that male acolyte and the Order of Sidon member for hours at a time, and so on.
Oh.
Balthazar
They
had
have a threesome!
today. What a petulant douche.
In 3 of the chests, however, you do find 1 platinum piece each. The platinum piece has a single, is inscribed on one side with a single large open eye, and the other side seems to be a storm cloud with several lightning bolts. They seem to be commemorative coins or perhaps ritualistic coins, but they're about 1 platinum apiece.
Okay.
Why is it, Jing?
So I didn't find any robes or anything.
There's personal effects, clothing. Yes, there is those things in there.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of the robes.
Okay.
And throw it on. So I'm like, you can actually use your legs now.
Okay, so you're gonna have to 2 things to keep in mind. If you like to do that, that's fine. Number 1, you're gonna have to kind of hem up these robes because they're human-sized, and you 2 are very, very not normal human height.
What the fuck are you changing the plan for? We have 1 robe to be human. I don't say this. I'm just,
Well, we're gonna need this just in case. Like, I have a feeling I'm gonna fucking need this. Just go with me on this.
I feel like this is like the Princess Bride, where he's like, "Where are we going to find a cloak of invulnerability? Right here." Yeah, do you think? I'm by the.
Let's pause there. Go back to Renatus.
God.
Renatus. It's hard to tell the amount of time. It's been quite a few minutes now since you last saw Commander Gaius and the door shut. Between your wall and the one between you, to the left, there's several holes that have appeared over time, because this is an ancient structure. It has been relatively refinished, but it's more as though it's been covered rather than completely rebuilt, so there are cracks within. You hear a whispering voice from the cell next to you. Hey, how's it going?
Well, you know, I like being thrown into a cell.
Shh! Your voice down. Jeez. So where'd they find you?
In Gaius's quarters.
That's pretty ballsy, mate. What's it like? I bet he has pink underwear.
I didn't actually see his underwear. I don't think he wears any.
Ooh,
Oh,
Spicy.
all ballsy.
I never would have guessed it. I figured he'd be kneeing his nuts every time he walks. So listen, do you happen to have anything on you that can get us out of this little situation? And the other guy, the first one, he has this plan to put these assholes to sleep, but we don't have any way to open the doors, so I don't know. We've been kind of biding our time. You're pretty good about staying on track and always having people here. But we figured with some new blood, you might have a little bit of a ticket out if you want to work together.
The idea is to just sneak out, and then where do we go from there?
You don't climb a mountain with one big step, man. One piece at a time. Let's get the fuck out of here. They'll figure out where to go.
When are you gonna be putting them to sleep?
Well, we're not going to unless you have a way out of these fucking doors.
Did you see any of these guys with the key or anything?
Yeah, they keep it up against the wall next to the door. It's a bronze ring over there. I'm surprised you didn't see it when you came in. Although, no disrespect, you almost looked like you were pissing yourself.
Yeah. I was trembling quite a bit.
That's alright. You should have seen me during the crash. You got nothing on me. We'll make amends on the way out. You got anything or not? I don't like wasting my breath.
Yeah, I might got something.
Yeah? You got it?
Yeah, I could probably get the key.
Alright. Let me talk to the other guy. Be ready any minute now, alright?
Okay.
All right, so you sit back anticipating yourself not knowing what's going to happen. And you see this, after 10-15 seconds, you see this cloud of pink arcane energy flash through the hall. And then you hear the sound of metal on stone as the two guards drop out of nowhere.
Alright, you're up. You better not disappoint us.
I'm gonna do Mage Hand
Okay.
and gonna grab the key from the bronze ring.
All right,
Can
so
I see the key?
give me a second here.
This door, is it like...
Okay, so you cannot see the key. All right, you are all the way at the end of the hallway in a room. The key is at the other end of the hallway by the entrance door. You can make Mage Hand, and you can make it go out through the door, through the opening between the bars just fine, and you command it to go left down the hallway, but you'll lose sight of it after a few feet.
Alright, well... I'll cast Misty Step and just teleport to the other side of the bars.
Okay. Step. That should just be anywhere you can see, right? You just teleport, correct?
Yep, within 30 feet.
I'm trying to remember the exact verbiage because I don't want to screw you and I wouldn't want you to screw me. Let me see. Easy enough. So, you reappear on the other side. You see both of the guards slouched up against the wall in awkward angles. Swords out to the side, shields out to the other side, legs sprawled, heads knocked up low on their chin. And you see clearly at the end of the hallway, next to a candle on the wall, a bronze ring. Go grab the key?
Yep.
Alright, so you walk down, you glance to the left, it's kind of shadowy in that middle cell. Keep walking next to the bronze key, pick it up off the key ring, look into the cell to your left, and that's where we're going to go back to everybody else. So,
I'm so tense.
you all are in what is apparently the Acolyte sleeping chambers. What's your next move?
Sorry, Josh, what are you talking?
No, I was just gonna say, they've already done all their thing. You know, they found some platinum pieces and some stingy novels. I'm like, I don't think there's anything here. Let's go check on Renatos. Let's make sure he's all right.
Have we heard anything from the hallway?
It's a hallway. There's people in all over the place.
Footsteps, it's pretty much it.
Yeah. Just act casual. Cyanus. Let's go.
I shall emerge from the burrito.
I hold open my robes.
Okay, so you all hop out, go out in the room. Huron especially looks kind of around wildly. You don't see anything untoward. There's no Geigans in the hallway at this moment.
Alright. We'll go temporarily, stand by a bookshelf again as I, pretend to read.
I'll just try starting to head out. Just kind of follow the backside of the guy again. Not on his ass, but follow on the backside, keeping distance.
Okay.
And then see. Just kind of stay a little bit. I don't know. Just start heading south.
Okay.
Staying to our right, southeast.
Okay, so you're gonna
to
follow
get
the
back
guy
to,
again and then head back towards the main complex.
Yeah. Just exit the library and head back to the main complex.
Okay, and so I understand. Are you still on Santa's shoulders, or y'all doing something different?
No. Well,
Yeah, he's still on.
yeah, we're still in.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing anything different.
Double checking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just got your own set in case we need to like split up.
just in case.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so you continue walking out. You get amongst the columns and pillars, and start to go down the steps. The scene out here, however, is different. Coming outside, you see a Gigan on either side of the main courtyard. They appear frustrated and slightly groggy, as though maybe they were just awoken. You see several Centurions off to your right-hand side, toward the west. 4 of them marching in order, as though they are patrolling. And you hear the sounds of several other footsteps of Centurions coming around the back of the Forbidden Library from the other direction.
This is-
Ooh. There's a whole lot of nope. Oh. Actually,
I'm going to. How far out would you say we are? Like,
So-
have we gone down the stairs yet?
no. I wanted to see what he was saying that I saw, so I had to move down the stairs.
Yeah, so you get up by the columns and the pillars. You'll see one group of soldiers coming around the near side towards the back of the temple. You'll see another group walking across the central courtyard to your right, going away in that direction. And then you'll see 2 Gigans kind of standing up against the far walls in the main complex there in front of you.
I'm gonna pull out that book I was holding, sit down somewhere, sort of like closer to the closer to the shelves, so I can look and pretend to read again, and like watch over the top of my book, like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't know. It's gonna be like, Cyanus, looks like we're gonna stay here for a bit. They woke up. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay, just tell me when we have to move.
Let's go back inside. Let's go find.
Hear my eyes. Hear my eyes.
I'm your. Oh yeah. Huh, that makes sense. Okay, go this way, and then I'm gonna lead them back inside. I guess really at this point, we should just consider trying to go into the main library. I don't really fucking know, man.
Like that center room?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know I don't know, dude. There's a lot of freaking guards around here.
Is there any sound like talking coming from the courtyard?
Amongst
Like,
the Centurions marching, no, they're silently walking. They're staying in step very regimentally. They're not talking amongst each other. They just seem to be following kind of a pattern. And the Gigans seem to be, again, kind of grumpily standing there, just kind of keeping watch.
I mean, I know this more as would know this more as the guard who has had to do patrol often. Does this look routine? Like they look sort of like, oh yeah, this is just routine, this is what I'm doing, or is it they're on edge?
They do not seem to be training. I'll tell you that much.
They're not training. They're clearly okay.
Oh, here we go. I'll ask the nearest alkali, but hey, man, what the hell's up with this? Or just kind of be like, man, I wonder what's going on out. You know, like book.
Hey,
What's going on out there?
does this seem different than normal?
Lycus's crotch says.
Yeah. Hush up, crotch. You speak when spoken to.
The acolyte this is a woman acolyte. You can see a bit of black hair coming down and light eyes. She doesn't look up. Is what's normal? Is what's normal? She looks over you away from her book, now aggravated.
Oh, I thought you said is normal. I misheard you. Is what normal? But like, I want to know why all the guards and Gigans are out this late, and I'm just,
I don't really care.
I hear that. What you studying?
I am studying up on the creation of the Fey races, if you must know.
Yeah, bastards. Good luck.
Excuse me?
The Fey races. I got swindled for 30 gold by a satyr. I kind of hate that satyr, and so I kind of take it out on Orphe. I need to pray a lot more. I'm sorry.
You do. Be careful. You say that around Gaius or one of his captains, and they'll have your tongue.
Yes. I'm gonna go repent. I'll talk at you later. I thought they hated the Fey races! I wasn't expecting that. She was just straight up like, excuse me? She likes it, the satyr. Y'all, I'm kind of like, oh fuck, I don't know what to do here. Obviously, we can't just sit in this library the whole time. So, okay, let me look at this again. So you've got 2 Gaigans, far left, far right, and you've got 2 Roman patrols.
I will say by now, both sets of those individuals, the 2 Centurions, have moved out of your view. However, you see another 6 have come from the main courtyard you first entered into.
Damn.
And with them, there's one of those steel-covered bulls with a Centurion riding on top.
That doesn't look like training, does it?
They're walking out of that main courtyard in the direction of the library. At this moment, they seem to be maintaining a normal pace, again, moving regimentally.
Hey, what was this thing all the way to the top right? This thing. When we came walking up, did we
As
see
you were
what
walking
it was
up,
in my line of sight.
glancing off to the right, you would see a tall marble altar with a bowl of fire, except the fire flickering off of it is this strange, almost magenta color.
Okay. And the stairwell next to Gaigan over here on the bottom right. Where is that leading? Up or down? I can't tell if it's an up or down stairwell.
Right. So the Gaigan off to the east, he is at the base of the stairs. The stairs rise up about 10 to 15 feet for a platform, and then at the top of that platform is a double wooden doors. And that's all you see there.
There's no fucking way out of this. We're gonna get caught.
I'm still just sitting there with my book, periodically turning pages, just watching.
Science, you got any ideas? I'm gonna back up and just kind of lean against this pillar.
I mean, from what I can tell, we're kind of cornered here if we get caught.
Again, y'all try not to worry about the map too much.
Well, no, I'm just because it's area. That's all I'm considering.
I'm tracking.
I mean, fuck it. Let's just try and see. We gotta get out of here before it gets worse.
Yeah. I say we make a break for the east side.
Yeah, but what if we don't belong there? I don't know what is over there.
Well, I mean, I know Ren went off that way.
Well, shit, I don't. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I don't really want to go against a regiment and a frickin'. Fuck. All right.
They said there was an altar.
The altar's to the
That
top
way?
right, outside the Great Library. The big, giant purple flame library or altar.
If you guys are standing close to me, your arm will just come up and go. I'm going to go to the altar. See if I can get a better look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll all move to the right, kind of thing, like this, Joey. We'll all kind of move to the right of the pillars, and she's gonna head to the altar, and I'm gonna head towards the stairwell.
Okay, so you come out.
It's our attempt.
Yeah, you come out to the pillars at the edge of the wall for the Forgotten Library. So this is what all has changed while you were talking and figuring out what you were doing. Again, you don't see those original 2 patrols. They seem to have gone off somewhere. In the meantime, I'm just kind of catching everything up here. 2 of the Centurions from that group of 6 broke off to the left-hand side, kind of following the same path as one of those groups did, to the west. The group of 4 Centurions with the steel bull walked up towards the Forbidden Library and stopped there for a moment, turned around, and headed back south towards the door. So they are now walking away from you back into the central courtyard in the middle. Coming around the bend, make sure I'm not missing anything here, there's a lot of moving pieces. Coming around the bend, you see, you're relatively close to that Geigen now, couple dozen, 2 dozen feet away. You see those original 4 soldiers are now up by the altar, and they seem to be walking past it. As you are watching them, they're walking further away from you. Out of the corner of your eye, you see movement, not on the ground, but in the air.
Oh, shit.
As you see, coming from behind the main structure, rising up from beneath the cliff edge, Commander Gaius on top of his silver dragon.
Head down, register, dragon, shit, head down, focus, like, pray at the altar.
So that's the moving pieces, that's the scene as you're coming around the edge of the Forbidden Library looking to go towards the altar. You haven't started to move away from the library yet.
He's heading out or just flying around?
You see him come from the right, he's rising up.
Okay, so he's just taking off.
You see him coming up from where the clip drops off, he's rising up from there, and he's going in that direction. And if you watch him for more than a few seconds, he's going to ride not too high above the cliff edge, and he almost seems as though he's circling around, and you can see his gaze is fixated on the entire complex within.
I'm going to continue my path and go to the altar.
Okay. Are you doing anything at this point, like besides watching Euron?
Yeah, no, we're gonna head up to the the doors.
Okay.
We're gonna bear east and then south. Just stairs and just kind of act casual. Right.
All right, so we're about to go back to Renatus, but I'll set up the scene for you all before we do that. Euron makes her way up towards the altar. You see there's several steps, and within this magenta flame, this bronze bowl, there's piles of ashes and charcoal and charred wood within the bowl. This has been burning for a while, it gets burned regularly. Something as though that matter. Sticking up out of this bronze bowl, you see what appears to be a charred bone as well. Cyanus, Lycus, as you come up, the Geigen really pays you no mind. His one massive eye, it flickers towards you suspiciously, not in a warning sense, but as in a curious sense. As you rise up and you open the door, you enter a room that's wider than it is deep, and you see crates and sacks and a couple of chairs. Then off to your right, the room is kind of L-shaped and it goes kind of behind you. You hear the sound of clothing rustling, maybe somebody putting on boots there behind the wall that you can't see at this moment.
Is this the damn soldiers' barracks that he was supposed to go to?
We're going to go back to Renatus now.
Oh, God.
So, you have 2 centurions that are seemingly asleep or unconscious in the hallway next to you. You have the bronze keyring in your hand. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna open up the wizard that put him to sleep.
Okay. You open up with a heavy thunk the bronze door, it swings in, and the light from the hallway reveals an individual standing there. He's a relatively tall satyr. He has thick, matted, curly locks. He has a yellow and brown vertically striped shirt with a leather coif on top. Not a coif, pauldrons. He has baggy purple pants and some brown boots. And with a flourish, he bows before you. Greetings, friend. My name is Hirsum. Thank you for the rescue. It has been a while. Your name?
Renatus.
Renatus. Very good. Can we get our friend and be on our way?
Yes.
Very good. One point. Before we go, I shall need to recover my loot. The bastards took it from me, as it were. It's not here right now. So he steps out into the hallway, stands next to you expectantly, waiting for you.
Yeah, so I open the other one as I try to make small chat, like, what did they take?
Well, as I said, my loot. Well, that's what they seem to call it here. I prefer to call it a fiddle, but neither here nor there.
Oh, loot. L-U-T-E. Got it.
Indeed. And then you open the next door, swing in, the light sheds within. And you see a very odd-looking man. He is relatively good shape. His hair is slicked down with some kind of oil off to the right. It's short cropped on the left. He has a neatly trimmed beard that has kind of grown out a bit. He's wearing a strange coat. It's close cut, made of weird fabric, and there's seems to be buttons where it comes together in the middle. He's wearing this weird fabric device that comes down a collared shirt. It's hard for me to describe it, but out of character,
does it look like a tux?
It's a tie, not a tux. It's a tie. He's wearing these strange pants that have creases in them vertically. They're all one color, and shiny black boots that seem to be made of some weird leather. He stands up, bows towards you.
Hello, friend. That worked well. My name is Jacques Brieux. Let's say we get out of here.
Yes, sir, Jacques.
Now, do you have any other plans, or are we just gonna wing it?
I do have some friends in this compound, but since I got thrown in here, I'm sure they're looking for them if they haven't already found them.
All right. Well, let's find your friends. This guy here has been talking about some damn instrument for the last week, so he seems to say it's powerful or something. Yes, it is quite powerful indeed. It would be good to have. And I saw him took some shit off of you. They probably put it back there where Gaius lays his pretty little head, if you want to risk going in there to get it.
Yeah. Are we all gonna take a stroll back there?
Yeah. If all is you and a mouse in your pocket, I'm gonna go stand by the door if that's alright. I don't feel like risking my neck in there again.
Alright.
I will accompany you, friend. But after this, we must find this strange individual Condrus. He seems to have taken my instrument and...
Did he freeze for anyone else or just me?
No, he froze.
Yes.
Okay. Strange individual Condrus. Yeah.
With the bug
With the
man.
bug man.
With the bug man.
With the bug.
Alright, Joe, you're back.
Bug man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Hirosan is going to go with you. And Jacques is going to stay by the door. Are you going to go after your stuff if you choose to do this, or are you going to go with Jacques?
Well, I'll go after my stuff. What all? It was the whole bag that he took from me,
I
right?
took everything besides the clothes off your back.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you and Hirosan go down the hall. You listen at the doorway. You hear nothing. You walk in. You see the chambers. Quietly, you creep forward. Within Gaius's room, you do not see your equipment. You do see his bed. There's the table. There's a lit candle, and it appears to have been writing something down that he stopped short because the last words seem to be kind of scrawled a bit as the quill drug off. You see a small chest next to his bed. Is all of his armor, weapons, if he stored them in here, they're all gone. And there is another room further on, if you would like to investigate that. Or do something else.
So he's with me, right? I don't
Hirosan
sense
is with
anything
you.
magical. Nothing really magical around here in the chest or out of the chest.
Sense it.
Well, sense it, but like, is the chest locked? Can I check for? I want to check for
You want to check the
traps
chest?
check the chest, but I want to check it for traps or I guess like detect magic. I guess is basically the best thing to do.
Are you going to detect magic?
Yeah.
Do you need any material components? Because you don't have a focus or material components on you right now.
It's verbal and somatic.
Okay, good. So, you have to use a spell slot. You can't cast as a ritual without your spell book.
Right.
Okay, so you already have to use a spell slot to do it.
Yep.
Okay, so you cast detect magic. Within this room, you don't have there's no magical auras on anything. It all seems mundane. And this does last for, I believe, 10 minutes, correct? So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So, check the chest for traps. If there aren't any, I'm going to open the chest.
Okay, give me an investigation check real quick.
All right. 22.
You don't notice any obvious traps, and as you go to investigate it, as your hand pushes upon the lid a little bit harder than you meant it to, because this isn't really your forte, the lid actually kind of pops up a little bit. It's not locked, and you kind of accidentally opened the lid. Nothing happens, though.
Cool. I search it. Find things in it?
You do. You find several personal effects. However, anything of note or value, you do find a small leather satchel. A purse, rather, that seems to have some coin in it. For our treasury keeper, that is 240 gold pieces. Just keep in mind that Renatus has that right now, Cyanus.
Gotcha.
And there is a amazingly large fist size, finely cut, highly polished blue sapphire, which is worth about 1,000 gold.
Cool.
Also within, that catches your eye, kind of set apart from the rest in a little pocket on the side of the chest, is a rolled up piece of parchment with a cerulean blue string with a kind of golden wax stamp on it.
Whoa. Cool. Later. I'll read that later.
So you're taking the letter?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Anything else?
Let's check the next room.
Okay. Within this room, it appears to be kind of a carbon copy of Gaius' room, except it seems unlived in. The way everything is kind of set up and the proximity to Gaius' room makes you think this is kind of a guest quarters for other important people that may be visiting or what have you. However, here, tossed at the feet of, well, on the side of the bed on the floor, is your equipment.
Cool. Let's get dressed.
Take a couple minutes, throw your bag back, necklace, grab your staff, all that good stuff. You're ready to rock and roll.
Yay. All right. Again, in this general vicinity, I don't detect anything. So if not, no chests. I'm walking out to the door with my new friend.
Okay. So you and Hirsum meet Jacques at the door. You walk towards the outer door, and Jacques puts his hand up, telling you to wait. He slowly opens the door, looks left, kind of darts back a little bit, closing the door. Puts his hand up. He slowly pushes it out again. Looks back at you.
One of those six-armed fucks was standing 10 feet away. He went around the corner, so... A couple of the metal armor-wearing assholes over there by that ugly bull-looking thing. If we dart across, we might be able to make it to the front gate, or... If you really, really like your friends, we can try and find them, but I'm not gonna save your ass if this goes wrong.
Well, I do kind of like these friends, so they're kind of important to me. Yeah, I'll gush.
Aw, you care about us.
So they were headed to the library last when we split.
Must be that big building up there. Alright. Stay low, stay quick, and don't fucking trip.
He opens the door and he darts out, and you follow. Hearsome's behind. Hearsome's satyr hooves clomping on the dirt relatively loudly. And then as you're starting to come up behind the fountain in the middle, you see the shining bronze shields of the column of centurions, followed by that massive bull coming back through the doorway into the central courtyard in your direction. Quickly, Jacques grabs you and kind of throws you behind the fountain, and Hearsome tucks in behind you. So now you three are hidden behind the fountain. There's 2 centurions tending to the bull in the stall. This group is coming at you, and apparently a guy disappeared somewhere behind you, and you guys are right here in the middle. You glance up at the 2 harpies that are in that bronze cage over the statue, and they seem to be keeping their eyes southward. They may see you because you're directly in their line of sight, but they aren't looking in your direction at this moment. So, we're going to go back to everybody else.
Wow, fuck. Where's Ida when you need her?
In a bird's nest.
I know. So presumably I'm kneeling at the altar.
Okay, so you're up at the altar. So, this is... Timelines are relatively matched between your 2 groups at this moment. Okay? Just... So basically what I'm describing to both of you, since you're both outside now, kind of holds true. I'll try to keep that relatively kosher. So you're at the altar. You saw these charred items in the bronze bowl. It is large. You're out here in the open. Nobody seems to be paying too close of attention to you. One set of guards is going away from you. You can vaguely see the other one is coming back in your direction from the other side, circling around. What are you doing?
I'm still faking like I'm praying.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sort of keep a vague eye up through the edge of my robe, like is Gaius still circling? Just circling?
At this point, he has gone around the rear to the north, and he is coming back down the far side from north to south.
Alright. So I will...
There is a dragon on the map.
Oh, I can't see. Let me see the dragon.
I'll move it over here by you so you can see it.
I cannot see the dragon.
Yeah, I'm going to put it by you so
There
you
we
can
go,
see it.
dragon!
Then I'm going to put it back where it belongs. And Commander Gaius is riding on top.
Cool. Alright. So I'll keep kneeling, sort of continue, sort of mouth like a very generic prayer, and then eventually when the guards start to walk past, I will wait a moment to kind of pass, and then I'll walk behind them.
Okay.
Back towards
so that'll take about a minute or so, so we'll hop over to Lycus and Cyanus. So, you 2 came into this room, you heard some rustling sounds from around the wall to your south. You do see at the edge of light here, there's a couple candles lit. There is at least a couple of bunk beds here from your angle next to the door.
Oh, fuck, it's the barracks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see Ren here, so...
No, not here. That damn soldier. You gotta turn around and exit out that door. Not sticking around the barracks.
All right.
Just gonna meander our asses down the stairs as precariously as possible. Gonna give a little nod to the court guy again.
Mm-hmm.
And just gonna casually just keep heading on down.
Okay, so you exit out, go down the stairs, gripping Cyanus's horns tightly so you can stay as one body. Cyanus, for fun, I'd like a dexterity save. We'll call it a stumble check. As you try to climb down the stairs with Lycus on your shoulders.
Dex save 21.
Remarkably well. So your foot slips, but instead of tumbling, it just kind of quickly slides to the next step below. So it's kind of like a kind of movement before you cover yourself, and then keep going down the stairs.
I've got that flourish.
That's right. Flourish.
Hell yeah, he does. He's got that flair, boys.
Wait, no.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the squad to pass, and then I'm gonna head along just the wall with my book.
Okay.
Just kind of like I'm just at casual.
All right. So you're headed to the west across the open courtyard here in front of the library.
Right.
Where's your intent to go eventually?
I'm trying to get to where we dropped off Renatus,
Okay.
which I assumed were his barracks.
Okay.
That's where we originally left.
Okay, as you and Cyanus were coming down the stairs, you glanced out, you still saw Euron out there pretend praying at the altar. You turn, you start to walk to the left, trying not to draw attention to yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
That in
group,
and of itself draws attention.
that group with the bull, they enter that doorway in front of you, and then you see them peel off to the west, which, as you're looking south, would be to your right. So they enter in, and then you lose sight of them behind that wall. Renatus, you see this as well. And you see them proceed amongst the columns to the west, and they seem to be going in a passageway out to an open area outside the complex over there. All right. So.
Yeah, my attempt is to go south, but I don't know when you want me to.
Yeah, I'm trying to organize all this in my head here. A lot of moving pieces. So let's see. We would have, at this point, this group of soldiers would have come down here. Euron would be falling in behind them at a relatively decent pace. This group... This group would be coming over here. This group would be back here. All right. So Euron, you're falling in behind these Centurions. You see... I need a combination word for Lycus Cyanus. Psychus?
Lioness?
Lioness? Lioness or Psychus?
Linus.
Linus. I like
Linus!
So Linus is walking to the west, and you see them start to turn towards the south out of eyesight for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And if you're going to keep pace behind these soldiers, you might lose sight of them altogether for a good while, depending on if you're going to follow them or not. Okay?
If I'm basically intending to follow them towards this general direction.
Okay.
Past the Geigen and start trying to follow wherever Linus is going.
Okay.
Linus are going. Sorry.
You got it. All right. So Renatus,
Like a ship name.
you and your group see this group with this bull creature walk in, then peel off to your left towards that passageway out of the main complex. You're still within line of sight, and Jacques has like a firm grip on your shoulder as though he does not trust you at all to not move. And then as soon as that bull's hindquarters get out of sight around the corner, he jerks on you and pulls you up and runs you, like shoving your head down hip level to keep you low, and you start darting towards that opening in the wall to the north. You hear Hearst clop, clop, clop on the marble floor behind you as you get close. Meanwhile, Linus, you're walking up to this opening, and you run smack dab face to face with this group and each other, and you both kind of stop suddenly, and Jacques gets like he's about to haul off and punch this acolyte square in the face.
I recognize him, right?
Yeah, it would have been the same face you would have seen me
you would
doing.
recognize
Right.
him.
Okay. Like, that's him. That's one. That's one.
Raj, what are you doing?
That's fucking who?
What the hell is that?
I got captured. That's why all this is happening. I broke them out. We all helping each other.
Well, let's get the
Where the fuck is Euron?
Get the fuck out of here!
You hear heavy footsteps coming from Renatus's left, Lycus's right, as a Geigen starts to walk out of the passageway that group with the bull just walked into. You start to hear and see him coming around that corner. Jacques like,
wherever the fuck we're gonna go, we gotta go now. We can go through there to the library, we can go over to that side, or we can go toward the main fucking gate. Where are we going? You guys are fucking ridiculous.
Library.
Run to the library?
No, not library. You can't can't make it. Won't make it.
All right, fuck it. Let's go this way. He jerks you and pulls you off to the right-hand side. Renatus, Herson goes tumbling after. I'm assuming Linus, so you're following as well.
Absolutely, yeah. We're gonna just don't go to the fucking library. There's 2 big fucking Geigans over there.
So you see them run off, and you just kind of acolyte it up as the Geigen comes in following behind you. And as you are making your way into that passage on the right, the Geigen is crossing that center doorway. The high ceiling of this chamber that you all find yourselves, besides Euron in, is supported by rows upon rows of glorious fluted marble pillars in the finest ornate work.
Beautiful.
At the back of the chamber, you see a massive, imposing, gilded statue of Sidon. The statue,
the decoration could use a little more upkeep.
The statue is 18-20 feet in height, and that is the statue itself sitting upon an even larger stone throne beneath it. You get the eerie sense that whatever angle you move about in this room, that stone eye is fixated on you.
He always was a peeping Tom kind of cunt.
Don't mind him.
So Jacques grabs Renatus and kind of jerks him behind the wall to keep him out of eyesight from that passageway no matter what. Harrison goes over. And you two, I guess you're going to stay within eye shot of them.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to do it. We'll peel off around that wall right there and then be like, what the fuck, dude? What happened? We were coming to get you. Who the fuck are these guys?
And at this point, I just poke my head out. What the fuck?
I don't know. He's got friends.
Okay, so that building that I left you at was Gaius's quarters. And when I went in there, we talked, and then he basically captured me and threw me in a cell after he stripped me. But these guys were also in there, and one knocked out the guards, and I got the key to get everyone out, and now they were helping, to repaying the favor, whatever, we got out. And I said I needed to get you guys. He's looking for a loot, get with some, what was her name? Condris. That's the word.
Oh yes, this Condris character seems to have my loot. It is quite unfortunate. Do I know you? I recognize your voice. He says to you, Lycus.
I'm very well known in these parts. I've never heard you or your voice that I can tell. What's your name again?
My voice modifies itself from time to time. Sometimes I talk like this. It just depends on whom I'm around and what type of reaction I think would be most favorable. But yes, I'm quite sure I recognize your voice.
Well, now I'm really curious. I literally forget where we are, and I start taking a moment to hold on, have you ever been to Thalia or Mitros? Or are you familiar with the Flying Boar's Inn? Or you ever sang at the Academy?
After a second, it comes to you, and as you're talking, I'm going to keep on moving Euron closer and closer. You have entreated with this individual before.
Oh, is this my boy from the library? Where do I know him from?
He wanted to make you a deal in exchange for your experiences.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah! What did he give me? He gave me a, Fuck, what was it?
I believe it was a Pearl of Power, or did you not take that?
Yeah.
Is that what you took?
No, that's it. Well, at the very least, this is Fiddleman.
Yeah, this is Fiddle Guy.
This is Fiddleman.
I see I have the burnish, the crown, the spectacles. Did he give me an orb?
No, because you turned them down.
No, I did the Pearl of Power. Yeah,
I thought it was a Pearl of Power.
So I regain experience.
He doesn't recognize your face because of Major Image.
That's right. He went, Ching! Oh, hey, man! Hey, did you ever get that dragon thing?
No, like I said, I did not get it.
Oh, well,
I
dude,
was,
what are you doing here?
Well, I was attempting to find the island that it is on, and I stumbled along the wrong island, and these very interesting individuals came up to me, but they invited me back to study with them, and then I found myself in a precarious situation, which your friend helped me escape from, along with this peculiar individual next to us.
Yeah, he's pretty weird.
Watch your fucking tongue. I'm Jock. Who are you?
Hey, Jock. I'm Lycus.
Yeah.
Nice
I still got my head like
Cyanus.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Cyanus. He's my fellow crotch. Yeah, no, let's... Okay, hey, we need to talk about that dragon again. I might take you up on that.
Can we do this some other time? Do you think? Is that all right?
Is that him telling me that?
It's Jacques.
Or is Jacques telling me that? Yeah. Like...
Priorities?
Yeah, whatever, Jacques.
He hasn't been.
Okay. Give him the rope. Give him the rope.
Where's Euron?
What rope? What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
Guys,
boys,
do this. Do this.
I found these. You might want them.
Hop on his shoulder and do the minor illusion. Or they're two satyrs, right?
No, one of them is a human who was dressed in what us Americans know as basically an old-timey suit.
Oh.
Like
I really missed that part. I thought you were saying a tie.
That's like he was describing
A
a
suit
tie.
and tie. Like
Yeah, I got the tie part, but I missed the whole... Wow. What the hell are you dressed as?
The hell are you dressed as?
What the hell are you wearing?
All right, where's
fucking
Euron?
clothes.
Where's
Priorities
from?
again. Jesus
Should be out
Christ.
that way.
That's weird. Where are you from?
She's still inside. Damn it.
Not here. Oh my god. Look, give me back to the Hyperion, and I will tell you whatever you need to know. Can we please get the fuck out of here?
Let's fucking go.
Not without my loot, please. It's quite a...
Yeah, I know
Oh.
your fucking loot's important. Oh my god.
Yeah, where's the loot at?
This Condrus individual took it. I took
Yeah,
it.
he's in
He
the
took it
library.
from the library. Well, then I must go to the library.
Yeah, well, there's about 4 Gigans and about a mechanical bulls and a whole regiment. Yeah.
You walk to find them amongst them coming to us. Is this a
That's
problem?
because we won't leave.
Well, then
Yeah,
I
so,
can wear
again,
these too.
Please fucking wear the
And
thing.
he goes to put the
Wear
robe on.
fucking thing.
I am putting it on. Calm yourself. Angry. Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to calm down, buddy. It's all right. We're gonna make it. So, now what?
I turn over to Renatus. Be like, did you get the piece?
No, I talked to him, and then he basically captured me and threw me in a cell. So he didn't say he had it on him.
Did you go through his
But-
room? Did you?
Yeah,
get
I went
a
through it.
chance?
I did get this parchment here, and I'll take out the parchment with the seal and the gold thread and all that kind of stuff.
Put a pin in that.
Yeah. I don't care about parchment. Where the fuck is the piece? We need to navigate.
It's
All right.
probably Condrus or something out.
Pause real quick. This is about the point where you are coming behind this group of Centurions. You're coming around the corner. You don't see anybody that you know any fucking where.
Internally, she's just screaming and just going to go, okay, where the fuck are they? Oh god, I'm genuinely like, I have no idea where you guys went.
Sacrifices have to be made sometimes.
50-50, Ari.
I'm gonna go this way.
Where you would go.
Oh fuck, there's a Gigan.
But that's normal here.
I'm gonna walk.
I would say by this point that Gigan is walking south away from the door. You do see another one coming from deeper in the courtyard towards the middle. But yeah, you're good there.
Going into the center courtyard.
Okay. Go in the center courtyard. You see 2 Gigans, one walking away, one walking towards you. 2 Centurions by a bull. Nothing else.
I'm walking away from the Centurions with a bull because I'm just like, not that way. That way. And gonna go in this general direction.
Okay, that's fine. You do hear some muffled talking, kind of coming echoing throughout the marble walls there. So, we
Does
can
it
say.
sound like it familiar talking?
We can say for game purposes and narrative purposes, you catch some muffled, "What the fuck are you doing?" And you hear Lycus, "What are you doing?" or whatever, and you start heading in that direction.
I just grin like, I know that sound.
Okay, so
And internally, she's not saying this out loud, and this is just, I know my idiots anywhere.
as you are rounding the corner, you see this Hearsome individual, which you don't know. The only one who knows him is Lycus. You see this
I
Hearsome...
lost him. I was chasing Lycus
Yes.
before.
Lycus is the only one who knows him. You see this Hearsome individual I've described, struggling to put this cloak on, getting all sorts of wrapped up in it. This strange-looking human in a 1940s era suit. Renatus...
Is it pinstriped? Is it pinstriped? This is important.
Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry.
Aww.
Renatus is no longer wearing his side-on armor, and of course, Linus is still there in all their glory. You come around, and Jacques looks at you, and he gets ready to swing out and punch you. Everybody kind of stops him for a second, and he looks at them. Motherfucker, would y'all stop doing this already? And he grabs you by your shoulder and yanks you around the corner.
Well,
No,
she's
don't-
black, so
Don't be rough with me unless you're going to buy me dinner.
Not the time, lady. Y'all and your priorities, I swear to God. Let me get the fuck out of here.
I have been stressed for about the last hour straight. One of our friends is not here. Calm yourself. And Gaius is circling this area on a fucking dragon. Renatus, what did you do?
We had a friendly chat, and then he threw me in a cell, and then I broke these guys out. And they helped, and now we're, I guess, going back into the library to go get this dude's loot.
How is it that the person? And Yaron lifts up her hood slightly so that, Jacques can see, snakes.
What the fuck?
And just go like, how is it that the most noticeable people were not the ones who blew the cover, but it was you?
Well, I just went into Gaius's sleeping quarters, that's why.
You motherfucker!
Yeah.
Luck the draw.
I'm going to fucking...
Oh, and you guys like each other? Are you serious right now?
Love each other.
It's a long story. We'll fill you in later.
Yeah, another time. Literally would die for them.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, I imagine quickly, like, you fill the looting situation. Just...
Okay.
And so, where the fuck are we going now?
We gotta go back to the library.
All right.
We gotta go
So
up there. We gotta kill that bug thing.
Let's
I did not like that bug thing. It had pincers.
let's
Well, all the more reason for you to kill it.
on that note, let's pause here. Let's pause here. Everybody has come back together. If we don't take a break now, we're not going to take a break.
yeah.
So let's take a break, stretch, bio, recollect. A lot has happened. Everybody, whoever's hanging out with us now, whoever's watching YouTube later, thank you. We're going to take a break. You do the same, please. I hope you're enjoying it. And we'll see y'all in 5-10-ish, give or take. You know the drill, all right? Fight your friends. See y'all back then. All right, we're back. So, let me zoom in on this to get a map going for the people on the home team that may or may not watch this in the future. So,
Alright, so what's the fucking plan?
We need to get up to the library. We need to kill Condrus. Get up your friend's loot.
yeah.
And then I imagine he's probably actually going to have the thing that we're looking for too. Because Ren, you were looking for guys, their guys' place. You didn't see shit, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, following my line of thinking, our thing has to be up there with him. So we kill him. We get the fuck out. If we need to, we can maybe use Featherfall. Get off the fucking off of this cliff.
He doesn't.
Who has that?
I mean, I don't know. I was thinking maybe someone here had that.
I don't have. Do you have it? Do you have it?
I do have that, but I don't. It would have to be tomorrow.
You have it, but you don't have it. Have it.
Right.
Um.
I'm not prepared.
Okay.
I'd like to. I'm just going to quickly look at Jacques. Does he look like he can fight?
Give me an insight check.
I mean, he's been rearing back, ready to knock someone out. So
I'm sure, but
does he have a briefcase? Because that would just make it even better.
He does not have a briefcase.
I rolled a natural 1.
I think it's fair to say, because of his strange manner of speaking, he carries himself moving about in a weird way. He's dressed extremely weird. You have no idea what to make of this man.
What's your name again?
Jacques Brio.
Strange looking. Jacques. Jack?
Jacques. You can call me Jack if you like. Some people don't have a good tongue. It's fine. What are we doing?
Can you fight? This is important.
Of course I can fight. I'd just rather not, because sometimes fighting leads to me bleeding, and I don't like bleeding.
That's fair. I get that.
I mean,
I'm with him on that one. Yeah.
Look,
I'm glad we can agree.
Do you need have anything to fight with? Because we are probably going to be fighting.
I have hands.
I got these fisticuffs.
I'm ready to throw these hands.
I like this guy already. I like this guy.
I will pull out. I have an extra one because I have a fucking armory on my back. I will pull out a sword, flip it around, and offer the end.
He takes it. He kind of looks at it a little bit, looks at you, looks at it. He flicks his wrist. It kind of spins around. He catches it back in the handle. All right, I can fight with this. Anything else?
This fucking dude is awesome.
All right.
As in, do you want anything else, or you want to know what we're doing?
Either or. I'm just ready to do something, because this place is nothing but a bunch of sharp people and pissed off people and sharp things and pissed off things, and I'm just fucking done with it. I want to get back to the Iberian, salvage it, and get the fuck out of here.
When we are done, I want to know what you're talking about, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, I get it.
All right. Library.
Yes, to the library, please.
And then I just go back into the robe.
This is a nice trick. How can I do that? Oh, it doesn't work for me. Pearson looks confused. All right.
Yeah, it happens. He does that.
Lead the way.
We lead the way.
I'll walk back towards the library with a very quick, look over my shoulder at the statue of the Lord of Storms.
It seems to be staring at you, no matter where you move.
Just keep them a bit in the middle. You know, keep your heads down. Kind of follow along. Before we leave, Renatus, you're certain the piece is not anywhere in that building?
I didn't check that eating area, but I don't think it'd be in there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just want to make sure, dude. Just want to make sure as we continue along. Just make sure.
Yeah, got it.
I feel like I'm on Monty Python. Money no more. That's what I need to be doing here in freaking Sidenville.
Give me 1 second. I'm multitasking again, y'all. I'm making everything move while y'all were in there catching up.
They used to do with soup bowls all the time. It was great. No, you gotta do a triple. That's a triple.
You gotta cup your hands.
That's how you get the.
All right. So.
There you got it.
So Cyanus.
Wait, he's like distracted, bro. You know that.
You're good. No, I'm good with it. Linus leads the way, and Euron and Renatus, you're following closely behind. Bringing up the rear is Hearsome and then Jacques. You make your way out of the passageway. You look left and you look to the right. To the left, you have the two Gigans. They're staring off the cliff to the south, looking around. The two individuals by that bull creature are still tending to it. The passageway across, that the squad of Centurions with the bull, you don't see them. And you look up, and the Harpies are still looking away towards the south, the same direction as the Gigans are. As you creep along the columns and look up towards the library, the pair of two Centurions that was walking alone, they seem to have posted up on the stairs themselves, looking around. You see one squad of 4 going to the north on the left side, one squad of 4 going north on the right side. And so you begin to move out, everybody following along with you. I need somebody to roll me a d20.
Got you, fam. That's a 19.
I don't know if that's good or not.
I don't
It's
know
gonna
if
be
that's good or
great.
not.
It's gonna be great. That's a perfect roll, short of 1.
Okay. So, just so y'all know.
Oh God.
I love you guys.
Jesus Christ, man.
You're never gonna live it down.
We know how that works.
Can you make
Whenever
that a
you say,
shirt?
Look, I just want to let y'all know.
Just,
make that a
just
shirt.
so y'all know.
gonna be the merch.
I don't know how familiar you guys are with random encounter tables, okay? Typically it's like a range, right? Depending on how frequent they are. It could be anywhere from like 10 to 20 or 18 to 20 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, when you're rolling for an encounter, the higher the number, the more likely you are to have it, because it tops out at the top of the scale rather than the bottom. And Josh just rolled a 19.
No, it's actually the opposite of.
It's really not.
What? Yeah, but
It's
it, but
really
it
not.
is.
It's
Hey, so
not.
that +8 that we got earlier.
It's now a negative 8.
-8.
Oh God.
If you would like to do so.
No, we and I ain't wasting on that shit.
Okay.
Hell no.
All right.
We're gonna
So-
make this happen.
Linus turns around the corner. Euron follows. Renatu, so you're coming through that doorway, and with Jacques and Hirschum following closely behind you. Stepping through, Linus pauses a little bit. You see him kind of jerk on Santa's head. Linus pauses to look left and look right, make sure it's clear before he continues on. And from behind you, you hear, "Ah, fuck." And then you hear the loud, piercing, wailing siren song emanating throughout the night. Glancing over your shoulder quickly in alarm, you see that one of them has turned around, has seen your group, a very oddly dressed Jacques.
No, he's wearing the robes.
Hirschum is wearing a robe.
Why is
Grab-
he wearing a robe? It doesn't fit him. I thought we gave it to Jacques.
Hirschum was wearing a robe.
Okay.
And so now they seem to be sounding an alarm. At this, the soldiers at the bull look up. That fountain is a little bit off to the side, and it's only about 10 feet high. They're on top of a statue about 15 in a cage. They're seeing over it.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they could see into the compound. Okay.
Yeah, there's no wall there in between where you guys are. They're all like halfway through that doorway.
Yeah, just like the pens where they kept the oxen or the thingies. That's what I didn't know
Okay.
how tall those pins were. That's all.
Okay,
It looks
so
like walled compounds.
right. So you see where I'm pinging down here?
Yeah.
That's where the Harpies are on top of the shadow.
Oh no, they're on the.
No, this.
Then what
over-
is that to the left?
This over here is
No, this right here.
two of the Centurions.
What is this one? I thought this was
Where?
the cage. This is where you had us
Where are you
see the
looking?
harpies at.
Yeah, like out by the end.
Yeah.
There is some, but there's also some on the statue inside, and I did
there's
describe that when y'all
another
walked
set.
in. Yes,
Oh, I missed that.
and I actually even mentioned it earlier when they first creeped out, when Renatus and them first creeped out. Yes.
Okay, missed that part. My
So
fault.
they start wailing.
We're just gonna move quicker.
Okay, the Centurions turn around, look, they lock on you. The Gigans turn around, look, they lock on you. All of a sudden, you guys are in a panic. Let me make sure I tell you everything that happens, because this alarm is piercingly loud.
Oh yeah, we down for.
As an echo, once they start screaming out, so do the Harpies at the front of the gate. There are the Centurions up on the gate that you walked in, start looking around. They don't see you yet, it seems like.
I'm gonna look up.
The Centurions that are on the stairs in front of you at the Forbidden Library, They start looking around and then lock on your direction as Jacques is coming through the doorway behind Renatus. Jacques like pushing Renatus, fucking go already. What are y'all doing?
I'd like to cast a quick glance up.
You cast a quick glance up.
I'm looking for a dragon.
Looking for a dragon. Give me a perception check.
They're all facing it. They're all coming at us. All of them.
Yeah, this is
Right.
This is gonna be a normal roll because the dragon is obvious to see.
No, not the dragon. I mean, like,
Okay.
but everyone's coming at us.
Everyone's locked on you. Nobody has started to move yet. Everybody's just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Just kind of
Yeah.
like y'all are. So, what are you
Five.
gonna do?
Oh, you want to know what I fucking play that? Search the compound, find the intruders. You know, I fucking like I think
As an
Prestidigitation
acolyte?
lets me yeah,
As an
fuck yeah, as an
acolyte?
acolyte. Fuck
Alright.
yeah, why not? The sanctity of Sidon's temple shall not be tread upon. You know how fervent you can get when you're a preacher. You just gotta let the wrath of Sidon upon you.
I've never been to church.
Well, you don't have to go to church and know how crazy preachers can get.
I've never seen a televangelist.
All right, so
but
you-
Oh
now
my
I've-
god, you're missing something there.
Yeah, especially if you're infected.
So I think, let's see, prestidigitation. No, all right. I thought I could like. I couldn't remember if it was that one. Or, it must be theometry or whatever the whatever. I can boom my
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy, yep.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, no, but I'm gonna just fucking start hollering out, start calling out, be like, find it, blah blah blah.
I am.
And then I'm gonna just keep walking towards the library.
Okay. Is anybody else
wanna-
doing anything? Well, I'm gonna get to you. I promise.
Like as soon as I hear anyone getting close, like if I hear something like a sword coming out of a scabbard or something like that, then that's when I'm gonna like start springing into action. So until then, I'm gonna keep walking.
Don't tell him that. He'd be like, "Cool, you see a lot of swords pop up."
Yeah, because I'm that kind of DM. All
Yeah.
right, you're on. You doing
Yeah.
anything?
Oh, look, I'm just saying, I want to be ready.
I got you. I got you. If something like that, if it comes down to combat, we're gonna roll initiative anyway. You're on. You doing anything?
Other than looking up with a perception roll of 5 to see
Okay.
if there
You
is a
don't-
dragon.
Yeah, no, you hear ear-splitting screams. Lycus starts shouting in front of you. You hear muffled shouting from Jacques behind you, and hear some
I'm
just
going
like...
to drag Jacques in front of me.
Okay, you got it.
And-
Renatus?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just hurry up with everyone else. Like, all right, come on, let's go.
Okay, so y'all start clambering through the doors. Lycus is putting on the best performance. As you're doing that, you hear a competing voice from the soldiers by the bull. There, the intruder, right there. So now you have these two voices shouting back and back beneath the sirens. Everybody's kind of in shock. I want you to give me a performance or persuasion. No, we're gonna say it's a. Yeah, we'll say fuck. It'll be performance because it's an act rather than just trying to convince somebody. So performance for you, Lycus. We'll see if you beat the soldier calling your group intruders real quick. You rolled a 7.
Come on, where the hell's performance? There it is. Ah!
12.
Thank God.
Okay, so these individuals, they're not stupid, and they have been put on alert. However, I will say that Lycus's excellent performance buys you a little more time of confusion trying to figure out what exactly is going on, okay? So, this is what we're going to do. This isn't necessarily combat, this is to help manage things. Everybody roll initiative, and we're going to treat this like a surprise round in that nobody knows what to do except you, so you can do something. Okay, so everybody roll for initiative. Wait, let me add you the combat tracker.
Give me that combat tracker.
There you go.
All right.
I will roll for Hirsum and Jacques Bio.
Hey,
Oh, that's awful.
Whew.
look at me being on top again.
Woo!
I got a good.
Yay.
All right, so pop this out. So you guys don't have to act in initiative order if you don't want to. But you have basically a full round. Okay, Linus, you guys are going together for now, at least. So y'all are going to move together if you're going to move, or anything else you're going to do. So y'all are going to keep on moving towards the Forbidden Library while Lycus is shouting. Is that what's happening?
I'm going to be directing him that way, yes.
Okay.
I don't know which way he's going to choose to go.
We're going to use Lycus's tokens.
Well, we're dressed as an acolyte, so I'd imagine, if there's like an intruder or something, we, as an acolyte, would want to be into the area where the acolytes normally are.
Okay, you got it. So let's see, it's 25 for y'all, right? Y'all speed is 25?
Yeah, but what can you technically be dashing, or you want us just to walk?
No, my movement's 30.
30. Okay. It's up to you. You can make a full-out sprint if you want. I don't know if you think that's more suspicious. It's a decision. What are you going to do?
No, we're just going to keep walking.
Yeah, cruise the legs.
Especially like if Hayes on my shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable running.
No, that's a good point.
Okay.
Very
You got
good
it.
point.
Renatus, Linus is going forward. You see Euron has pulled Jack up and kind of put him in the middle of y'all. You guys can all be moving together if you want to tell me that. I'm just making sure in case anybody wants to do any actions or anything. Or split off or do whatever the fuck else you want to do.
How like visible would mage armor be?
It doesn't state specifically that it shows something. Generally, I flavor describe it as that. If you want it to be invisible, I don't really have an issue with that.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and everybody's moving forward. Alright, so that is one round. We are... Sinus' token is off to the side. We're using Lycus' token for y'all's stack right now.
Gotcha.
Hopefully my computer doesn't shit itself again. Okay, so that was one round. We're back up to the top. Let me move around. So as you're coming forward shouting, everybody's still kind of in shock. People start to kind of, you can see the sense in the crowd around you. People start to kind of come out of it. And off to the right-hand side, flying low along the cliff, you see the big silver dragon with Gaius on it, and he starts to turn over the cliff, headed in your direction. He's about here, just in eyesight. I'm gonna change up this music. It's a little more tense than this right now.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. All right. So we're gonna say it's the. You guys don't have to be initiative locked yet. Gaius is clearly coming in. Everybody's coming to their senses. They know that you are not who and where you're supposed to be. You're getting that sense. What are you doing?
Fucking booking it.
Okay. Are you gonna stay on Sinus and like jerk him forward so y'all can like run together, or are you gonna hop off and do separate things?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Ditch the.
Are we ditching the whole like?
T-Shaders in a trench coat.
Yeah, they're onto us. There's the dragon. Fantasy.
So they're onto us. I can imagine you like flipping off of me, and then
Yeah, I'll just back. Yeah, we'll just hop out of it and duck out of it, and
All right. So Lycus kind of hops off. The coat goes flying, revealing Cyanus underneath. With a flourish, as the cloak comes off, Cyanus spear ready, and y'all both start booking towards the Forbidden Library. There's two Centurions in front of you. At the top of the stairs, there's a guy getting over there. You see another one coming from deeper in the library. The Acolytes, at least for now, seem to be scurrying kind of towards the back, uncertain whether to engage or hide. That's what you two are running into. Where are y'all running at?
Just booking it straight forward.
Straight at the Centurions?
How are we feeling?
shit. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna. All right. Yeah, we're gonna book towards them. I don't know what our initiative order is.
I think I'm like right before you.
Yeah.
I'll modify it so you two are right behind each other.
Okay. So if we run just like dead at these guys,
No. I mean, I'm going up and left. Like up and left. I'm trying to avoid the fight because I
Up
want
and
to
to
get
the
to
left?
that corner. Yeah.
Up
I mean,
and
we're
to
gonna
the
hit one of the. We're gonna hit one of the guy guns.
All right.
but I'm just gonna try and dash and dodge and don't die.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you go ahead and move your token where you want to go, and if you're going to dash, go ahead and move double your speed. Same thing with you, Cyanus.
Yep.
All right, let's see. So 30 to here should be 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. I dashed forward.
Okay. So you charge. You see, Cyanus charges up to the left. He skirts around the two Centurions who are still kind of getting their bearings, and he's at the top of the stairs amongst the columns, dangerously close to a Gigan. Lycus, where are you going? I didn't see you move.
No, I didn't.
Did it move on your side, not mine?
No, I don't know why. I go here.
Hey, put me back there.
Oh, well, just here. I don't know why it wouldn't move on its own, but yeah, there.
Okay. All right, so you two go. Renatus, you're up next initiative order. What are you doing?
Let's see. I'm gonna be moving. I guess right here. Sorry.
Okay. That's your normal speed?
Yeah, that's normal speed. And then I'm gonna hit the Centurion closest to me, or shoot at him.
Okay.
I mean, everyone knows.
No. Oh god.
Did you roll something?
No, I didn't roll anything. I'm like
Okay.
committed half-heartedly.
What you gonna do?
Run!
Sure. I'll.
Just keep going.
There we go.
All right, so you for a second think about engaging the offensive, but you like decide last moment to haul tail, continue on with Lycus and Cyanus. Jacques is up. He is just going to do the same thing you guys, not knowing what the hell's going on. And that brings the Gigans up. So the Gigans, you see the two on either side of Euron. And double check their movement speed.
No, thank you.
They close in.
No, thank you.
This one kind of moves to block the passageway. This one moves up to block this passageway. And you see Gaius and the Silver Dragon swoop in from the right, land with a thud on the ground in between you all. Pearson is up. He doesn't know what he's going to do for a second, and he's looking to you, Euron. You two initiatives right next to each other. What are you doing? He's looking to you for leadership.
I had a plan, and then the dragon landed.
What are you gonna do?
I'm counting movement. Please stand by.
Okay, that's fine. And Gaius is on him.
Oh,
I just put the token there.
Cannot make it. Oh my! Are my eyes this bad? Oh my god! Literally, because the line for the
Massive.
squares cuts into into the stairs, so I can't tell where each line ends.
That's why I was just using like the measurement thing.
Yeah, you can hold control.
All right.
And you can click to set waypoints if you need to measure around corners and different paths. And you can right click to clear it.
It is safer in a group. Yeah, no. Ass hauled.
And Hearsome is going to follow suit. Make sure he can make it. He can. He is 30 as well. So he gets up there with all of you. The soldiers climb up the stairs following you to get in the middle. These four come running around the bend. And post up on either side of the Geigen. I'll move them all at once. Same thing on the other side because they're about the same distance away. And these come down here. Back at the top of the order. So, Gaius and the dragon land with a heavy thud, the wings kicking dust out all around as Euron and Hearsome come darting up the stairs behind the rest of your group. The Geigans take a battle-ready stance, all 6 arms stretched out wide with spears and shields, blocking both passes. The two the Order Silent soldiers run up to the middle and post up in the center, and then both squads come in from the side and a pincer move. We're at the top of the order. Everybody, it seems to be kind of looking at you all and looking at Gaius. Not sure how this is going to play out. What are y'all going to do?
I'm gonna disengage and run fucking past this guy again.
Okay, so the way they're boxed in there, let me move these acolytes a little bit back, by the way. The way they're boxed in there, using the everybody can move past hostiles, you can try and push. Normally in D&D 5e rules, you can't move past an occupant space unless you have a feature that says so. The way I rule it is you can try to do so, but they get a free chance to grapple or hit you that doesn't cost a reaction if you want to try and get through.
Fuck it. I'm going to grab my essence of ether. I'm gonna dab it on my rag. I'm gonna run up this motherfucker, and I'm gonna smother him and ask him if this smells like chlorine or if this smells like chloroform.
Mustard gas, bring it.
And I'll be like, it's gonna be like, go get the other guy.
You got it. That's gonna be an action. I need to make a save.
So you need to make
con.
a DC 15 con save.
Okay. They have pretty good con. It's a 20.
Not if I take a -8 to it.
We're gonna play that? Okay, that's fine. Use it now, man. That's fine.
I'm gonna just, hey, whatever, let's do it.
I'm good.
-8. Yeah, I'd smother this and ride this motherfucker down.
All right, hop up. He clambers up. You see Lycus, his head barely above this massive skull, his arms around the entire face, clamping it. And after a brief moment, the Geigen kind of goes limp and slams against the bookshelf behind him, dragging Lycus's back down all the books, breaking some on the way. He slams to the ground. He is prone. Lycus, you're pinched under him for a second for flavor. Mechanically, you hop back up. That was your action. Cost you 5 feet.
I can still run.
Cost you
It
5
costs 5 feet.
5
Okay.
feet of movement.
And I'm gonna look at them and be like, run, you fools! And then it says, like all the way over here. And be like, excuse me.
I'm gonna move him out of the way to make token management easy.
Yeah.
Acolyte cowers away from you. Cyanus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep running that way. So 5, 10, 15, 30. Okay.
Renatus?
Yeah. He led the way. He led the way.
Okay.
So Can I? Is that like a bookshelf or what is that?
That is a bookshelf. You'd be stacked. You'd be stacked up in the hallway behind Lycus. All of you running towards the back. Jacques follows suit. You hear as he's running down the hallway behind you.
Hope you guys know what the fuck you're doing.
Geigans are up. The one across starts to move over here. So the soldiers and the Geigen are kind of boxing you in over there. And the dragon, with Gaius on top, staring through you, into you, Euron, clambers up the stairs right in front of you. He looks down. So I found you. Sidon will indeed be pleased. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Did we just back ourselves into a building with no back door?
Yeah. That's exactly what we did.
Yeah, sure.
It's okay. Bust out a wall, probably, maybe, hopefully.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to make a back door, aren't I?
I mean,
Find out how sturdy these
I mean,
walls
if you
are.
want to.
You mean me? I'm gonna have to make the door.
I'm imagining smashing through stone. What are you thinking?
Actually, Lycus can make the door. He is Shatter.
He does have shatter.
That you do.
all right, so
We'll think about it. Oh
But our
god.
new friend may also have a way out with us.
what I've been doing with the other campaign, and it's working well, if you guys mind humoring me, while I set up, because I have to click some buttons and do some shit, while I set up the credit scene and everything and set up the raid, it takes a couple of minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. So what they've been doing, I think is cool, is if you guys talk about, just mention something real quick that you either really liked or that you really tense or something that stood out about the session while I'm doing that, so we don't have dead air and I can focus.
I mean,
whoever wants to go first.
Honestly, the entire first half went way better than I thought it would.
Metal Gear Solid in this bitch.
Real fucking fast.
Oh,
I was
God.
really just like hoping we would find it just on some mantle, you know, just out here in the middle of the library and be like, oh, there's the thing you need.
Oh,
or-
God, yeah.
You would find it in Homeboy's, bedchamber or something. Be like, oh yeah, no, we got this, guys.
What is
Look
it,
at that.
Tomb Raider? Is gonna have a boulder running after us as we pick it up off the pedestal?
Oh, my
that's-
convenience.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's Raiders of the Lost Ark. No, that's Indiana Jones, huh?
Yeah, I mean they did it in Tomb Raider as well.
Didn't they? I don't remember
the
Tomb Raider.
games. The games they.
Oh, the games. The games are awesome.
So I liked the fact that even though I got captured, I still got out and met two cool cats. I thought that was pretty cool. Where I didn't just get murdered. I like that. That was nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was like, there's no way in hell I think we're gonna be able to escape this dragon, this whole battalion surrounded by a city full of bad guys. Like we literally walked into the lion's den. So I've got this guy that's supposed to be a badass, and he wants to fuck up somebody who stole his loot. Let's go do it.
Ari, you have a moment?
Well, I mean, I've been tense like the entire session. Like my hands shake like continuously through this, just like oh fuck. But I definitely like the new NPCs. I want to know more about this Jacques fella and why he's here. I also like the little bit of lore dumping in there with the grabbing of the books, which for fun. I realized because you gave me the names of the dragons on break. Should I say them in session so they're actually out loud?
No, you can relate to your character's role playing later on, so we don't drag this out any longer. I know that we have a new baby and everything to get to, so
yeah, sure.
That was cool. Last, real quick, I think I always like introducing new NPCs, especially ones that I have a passion for, like these. And I really like how it was never a well, fuck it, let's just hit people. Because a lot of parties devolve to that. When something gets hard, let's just smash our way through. And it didn't turn into that. You stayed creative, you stayed flexible, and you weren't metagaming. And I thought you guys did really, really great with that. So thank you for that.
We try.
All right. I'm going to hop over to the stream ending screen and roll the credits so we can give those people their due. All the awesome Patreons and everything else, and everybody that hung out with us tonight. And then we are going to raid Shapes because Shapes is live and she's another player in the other campaign. So next Wednesday night, return of Rise of the Drow, and then next Friday night back again here. Discord, Twitter, social media in between. Spread the word, spread the love. We love you all. Have a great Friday night, a great weekend, and we'll see y'all next time, all right? Take care, everybody.